it's Genevieve over at Bergstrom Lexus in Appleton, and we're really excited here today because right behind me is our very first 2016 Lexus RX 350. We have been waiting all year for this car. We just got the first one in. It's Nebula Gray with black interior, equipped without the navigation system. I'm just going to do a quick walk around so you guys can see what we've been waiting for this whole time. Here we go. So this is it. 2016 RX 350. So like I mentioned, this car is in the Nebula Gray. But you can tell right away it's got a lot of the styling like the 2015 and 16 NX. We kind of knew that that was the styling of the, kind of had the direction that the new RX would be built. And so you can see all the kind of the bulges in the side panels, a little bit more of an aggressive front grille. These are the 18-inch wheels that are on the car. It does come with an upgraded 19 as well. You can also get a 20-inch option for this car, which I have not seen yet. But in the front, it still has the LED lights, but now we've got a full wrap around the front grille. It's really similar to that 2006 look on the 2016 ES. It's got the chrome around the fog lights. This is just the driver's side. I'll move around here so you guys can check out the back of it. So LED lighting and everything still too, just like it did on the other one, but here you can kind of see where the lines of the car kind of come down and meet now in the back of it. Just got some really awesome styling. I think it was well worth the wait. It still has the power back hatch. I'm not going to pop that open because I want to just kind of make this short so you guys can check it out. It still has blind spot monitors, all the same kind of features and everything that you liked in the RX before, you still have in this one. So this one, like I mentioned, is the black trim, and you can already tell in the door there's a lot more, there's a lot different styling, a lot more stitching that they had in the RX before. The buttons look a lot similar now to what they look like in the 2016 ES. This little chrome inserts around the window controls. And then here is more in the back as well, so you can see the different type of stitching and padding that the rear seats have now. Still has the armrest with the storage compartments and cup holders and those kinds of things. And of course this flips up. So that's what it looks like when it's all up. Back of the seats are pretty similar. Still have the little storage compartments, but again, all that different stitching and the wood trim. Again, here inside the car, the button that power opens and closes your back hatch, you still have that. I'm just going to kind of hop in here now and show you guys some things. So here on the steering wheel, on the left side, this is almost the identical steering wheel that's in the 2016 ES. On the left side, you've got your audio controls, voice commands, Bluetooth controls for your cell phone, and then on the right is just information buttons here that change this information right in the center console in front of you. You can use these little arrow buttons to select different options for the center console to display, moving up and down, selecting, going back to another screen, accessing some additional options that are on the car. And then this is your cruise control. Again, that's still the same. They have not changed that since 1989. And here's like a really close look at the steering wheel. And then here is what the instrument panel is going to look like now. So some of the things that you can have displayed, there's an information screen that shows you miles per gallon, how many more miles you can go on the tank of gas you have. This started in the IS 250 and 350 redesign in 14. If the radio is off, the radio information would display there when it's on. You also have cruise control information, messages that the car wants to tell you, like if something's wrong with the car, check engine, low fuel, those kinds of things. And then this settings screen here that lets you adjust how things perform in the car, changing your clock and those sorts of things. So that's all accessed just with these new buttons right here on the steering wheel. Like I mentioned before, this car does not have the navigation system. So this large screen that's here, even though I haven't seen one with the nav yet, I'm told that the nav screen will actually take up most of that screen there. But this is what the car looks like without navigation. So when you put the car in reverse, you still have the backup camera, there's the lines, the guidance lines that are on there. This is what the radio screen looks like. So if you're listening to satellite radio, you've got this color picture that comes up on the side of who the artist is. But you still have, of course, AM, FM, satellite, You're going to get 3 months of that for free as well. It still has all of the same kind of functions that the other RX had, but it's just laid out a little bit differently between radio and media, how they've broken that up, AM, FM, satellite, and then this is things from your phone or anything that you've got plugged into the car. But then you've got your normal radio controls here. And then, just like in most of the redesigns now, you can see they still have the dual climate control, just with the new look, increasing and decreasing your fans, turning the whole thing off. This little panel right over here is new. In the RX, this right here on the left, this is actually what your parking brake is. Just pushing it on and off like that. In the other car, it was a foot pedal that you pushed. And then it's got an auto mode for your parking brake, that when the car's in park, it automatically turns on. And it also has the park hold feature that's been on a lot of Lexus cars in the past years, that you engage this button here, and when the car, when you are stopped, to a complete stop by putting your foot on the brake, like say you're at a stoplight or at a drive-through or something like that, once you engage the car all the way to a stop using the brake, it will put on the parking brake, so you don't have to sit there with your foot on the brake the whole time. And then when you push on the gas, it releases it. So that is what the park hold feature does, and that's all in these little buttons right here. On the left side, they've broken up the heated and the air-conditioned seats into separate buttons. So in the other car, it was like a little slidey little toggle thing that you scrolled over. Now it's just buttons. So if you push that, automatically puts it in max, and you can lower it. Automatically does this for the air-conditioned seats as well. But notice how I'm doing it. I can push it and it lights up auto. What auto does with the heated and air conditioned seats is a new feature that when the air conditioning is on cooling, it cools your seats. When the air conditioning is on heater, it's heating your seats. And you've got that both for the passenger and the driver side. So that's a little bit of new stuff with the heated seats. Shifter, still pretty similar, kind of functions the same way. Like I mentioned, this is the car without the navigation system, so it's got the little round mouse that you use to control everything up on the screen. And then again, it gives you access to your audio features right here, and then menu that takes you to all the other things that the screen can do. And this car just has, like I said, is without the navigation system. So the layout in this is going to be a little bit different when the car's got nav. And then that's the button that lets you back up to the other screen. This is the feature too that's been in a lot of the newer cars as well, that allows you to adjust the way the car performs. This was not in the RX in the past. If you turn this little knob here to the left, it puts the car in an eco mode. You can see right select eco right there, and that's just making the car drive in a way that's going to get the best fuel efficiency. If you push this button down, it puts it back to normal, where it says push normal, and if I turn it to the right, that puts me in sport mode. And what sport mode does is changes the shifting points of the car to shift it at a higher RPM, give you a little bit of snappier response and quicker pickup and acceleration, and also is going to burn a little bit more fuel, where the eco mode is going to save you fuel. And then this is a button that allows you to unlock and lock the center differential of the car to engage four-wheel drive if you need it and don't want to wait for the car to do it. And then this also is a button that turns off and on your traction control. You have, this is part of the armrest here for the navigation, or excuse me, for the screen, or for the mouse that controls the screen. And then if you open the center console here, you've got plugs inside of here for USB plugs, auxiliary plugs, little storage compartment, and another one of those kind of openings too. It does have a moonroof as well. All of the cars that we order here are going to have moonroofs. This car is also all-wheel drive, just loaded without nav. And then up here, you still have your SOS, your safety connect, and moonroof controls, lights for the door. They got your sunglass holder back, everybody. This is probably the feature that most people will be excited. Everyone was really sad that they got rid of the sunglass compartment for your safety connect in the other cars. And it also has the home link button here for your 3 different garage door openers that you can program right into those buttons right there on the bottom of the rear view mirror. So that is the 2016 RX. We're super excited. If you got any more questions or want me to address something specifically, just email me and I'm happy to do it. Take care.